What is up, people of the internet? My name is Freelance Amber, and welcome back to Death Battle! This is, what season is this? I lost track! I mean,
Who cares? We're back!
yeah! So welcome back to Death Battle Reaction. The first Death Battle since the unfortunate closing of Rooster Teeth. But hey, thanks to the Kickstarter Death Battle did some months ago, it's back on its feet and is now gone fully independent. So throughout the Kickstarter, before I begin, so we're gonna be reacting to Omni-Man versus Bardock, and joining with me is my buddy Jacob Pendrahuth.
What is up, folks of the internet? Your boy, Jacob Pendrahuth, the swordsman sleuth through the world of fiction, your total otaku, and I am excited to be back with Death Battle once more. And I assure you, I will never be wrong. I'm not familiar with the sensation. And yes, I am quoting Maggie Smith. May she rest in peace.
Oh, I was like, wait, who's Maggie Smith? But that's Professor McGonagall, right?
Professor McGonagall, old Wendy from Hook, the Mother Supreme from Sister Act, and anybody who knows her in Downton Abbey. Oh, she's got the best quips.
Yeah, rest in peace. But anyway, as I said, throughout the Kickstarter live streams, they've announced what episodes are gonna be in, and one of them finally is Maka versus Ruby. So we have the last member of Team Ruby to be in Death Battle, and going up against Maka. So but we'll worry about that when they announce which one's gonna be next. But for right now, it's gonna be Omni-Man versus Bardock. Basically, alien fathers duking it out.
That's gonna be interesting.
Yeah. As for who I think might win, I still kind of think it's Omni-Man because one, from his death battle against Homelander, from one of the things I remember is that he's over he's like thousands of years old, whereas Bardock, for all we know, he's like, I don't know, 30s, 40s, same thing. But if I remember right from whatever, either Goku or Vegeta, whichever, that Saiyans have a different way of aging. I don't remember, but I'm pretty sure that they'll remind us. But again, I haven't been on the Dragon Ball Z train for many years now, and no disrespect to Akira Toriyama, but I just haven't gone back into it, and I just don't know if I even want to.
Yeah, well, I don't like the gore of Invincible at all, so I never watched that. And as for DBZ, I respect it for its influence in the anime industry and in the manga, all in general. I just haven't really kept up with it, though. It's just it doesn't have a strong enough story for me to keep up with.
Yeah. Okay, but anyway, again, no disrespect to the late Akira Toriyama. It's just we haven't been on in a while. But anyway, long introduction. Let's just get on with it. So, Omni-Man versus Bardock. The description reads... Is there a description? There's no description. It's just whatever. But anyway, so let's just get this started. In 3, 2, 1... go.
This battle is sponsored by Manscaped.
Oh. Yeah, they got the fight thing back!
Omni-Man versus Bardock.
The ostracized Viltrumite and the doomed Saiyan.
He's Wiz and I'm Boomstick.
And it's our job to analyze their weapons, armor, and skills to find out who would win a death battle.
Oh yeah, and because Bardock's been dead throughout this entire series, so I don't know much about him, but still.
Hero. Alongside the Guardians of the Globe, he protected the world from all manner
So
of
get ready
threats.
for gore!
And then, in a single day,
I don't like all that gore. Ugh.
I mean, you gotta respect J.K. Simmons' performance in this, at least.
Champion of Earth, best-selling author J.K.
I'm not
Simmons, yet it was all a
disrespecting
charade.
voice actors. I'm just felt like
Brought to us thanks to his own sun.
It all starts
Think,
with his
Mark!
home planet,
Think!
Viltrum, which I hear is a totally lovely utopia.
Through brutal mortal combat,
With a K! Or, wait, no, that came later.
Viltrumites are among the most
You
powerful
see?
beings
2,000
in the
plus
universe.
years.
Even more so after they purge the weaker members of their species. As a vanguard of the Viltrumite Empire, Omni-Man infiltrated Earth as Nolan Grayson, expected to prepare the planet for Imperial assimilation.
Which should have been easy, since he's got your classic strong man superpowers and he's
Oh my
basically
God.
invulnerable, easily knocking around asteroids the size of Texas.
He can fly at
size of
unbelievable
Texas.
speeds, soaring from Earth to the planet Thraxa in under 1 week. Thraxa is, quote, a couple galaxies away, give or take, so a minimum of 2 galaxies. Beyond the Milky Way's
Whoa.
neighbor Andromeda is the lesser-known Triangular
Lesser
Galaxy,
known.
which is
No
over
shade to the
2.7
galaxy.
million light years away. Reaching it in under 1 week means Omni-Man must have flown over 142 million times
Probably no pit
faster than
stops that were
light.
worth
Oh,
it
and
mentioning.
Viltrumites can't breathe in space, so he held his breath the whole way. And it's not like he was in a rush. He was on a soul-searching trip, contemplating the significance of smashing his own son's face in.
Jesus.
Nolan, think.
Yeah, this is why I'm never having kids.
You're missing out. But according to another Viltrumite, Thetis, a bunch of other Viltrumites who actually were in a hurry flew to Viltrum across the Virgo supercluster in less than 24 hours.
That's over 20 billion times
Okay,
faster than
see
light.
how
Really need to rush
how can
anyway.
Bardock
The
compete
older
with
Viltrumite
that?
gets, the slower they age.
Again,
According to the
Bardock's
Invincible
been
Handbook,
dead
Nolan
the
is
entire
over
time, so
2,000
unless
years old.
there's
Well,
some,
they're not,
Regardless of age,
unless they're
Viltrumites
taking
don't
into other
suffer muscle fatigue like
continuities.
humans
I
Like,
do,
well,
guess.
there are
so they
crap
rarely
ton of
ever tire out.
continuities and
Seriously?
DBZ.
He's
Too many
comparing
universes
easy
and too
Yeah, I
mode.
get- I
many
guess, yeah.
alternate timelines.
I would've
Yeah, I
killed
guess
that
that's
back
true.
when my daughter was born.
Well, you would have to be a Viltrumite first. A Viltrumite's body contains smart atoms, which they subconsciously manipulate. This cellular structure can effectively recall certain states of being regardless of their present environment, reacting to changes at an atomic level to perform the impossible.
Yeah, like surviving your intestines getting ripped out, or even more scary, ripping out your whole body at once.
Why?
Only a Viltrumite could pull off something that disturbing.
Robin, I agree. I agree with you, Robin. Oh, that would be the expression for me.
Stronger by comparison. This is why Viltrumites are considered invincible.
Most weapons in the universe can't even scratch a Viltrumite like him.
Even a ship's cannon like this one can't take down a Viltrumite, and it obliterated a massive solar disk nearly half the size of a star.
did you say solar disc?
Speaking of planets, he's strong enough to shatter one by flying straight through it. The planet's so
Okay,
big it has a
I mean-
whole ring around it.
The Roche limit factor dictates the size a celestial body must be in order to disperse orbiting material as a ring.
Ah,
So
science
an
hurt my
Earth-sized
brain
planet
box.
Can't support such a ring, meaning this one must be much larger.
And don't get me started on how the ring is actually made up of dead bodies because,
Ew.
spoilers? Just go read the comic.
If Roche isn't doing it for you, this planet also supports 5 moons in its orbit, and even the smallest is a perfect sphere, meaning its own gravity shaped it. At minimum, a moon like that must have a diameter of 600 kilometers, or 370 miles. Comparing this to the planet's diameter, we can tell this world is nearly 14 times larger than Earth.
Damn.
Or it was before, you know, kablam.
Now,
Yeah.
Omni-Man does have his weaknesses.
Okay.
Monsters like Ragnar's can pierce Viltrumite flesh, and he's extremely sensitive to a specific high-pitched frequency, which can destabilize his body's equilibrium.
But his real
Okay.
weakness turned out to be, you guessed it, fatherhood.
Aw.
Thanks to his son Mark, Nolan began to re-examine his perspective and his place in the universe. He settled down in a new place, got himself a new job, and even had a new kid with his new wife, who's a bug. The bug lady?
Ew.
He banged a bug.
Why? Omni-Man? How?
Why?
Omni-Man?
Hey, everyone
Ask
parenting
Monarch.
stress in their own way. When Nolan was lecturing to Mark about how insignificant
She's an expert in
Mark-
those kind of
Mark
things. I
wasn't
mean,
the only one he was
Oh my
trying
God,
to
don't dis-
convince
okay, let's not diss
in
Monarch.
Drift.
Nolan
Hey,
Grayson's
she loves the
real
Bracken.
mission isn't
Hey.
planetary conquest or saving the innocent. It's to discover if a violent man who
I'm
could
not
break the
disrespecting her.
world can also be
I just question
a
her
good
taste.
father.
Godspeed, Omni-Man.
I mean, if she's willing to smash a mind flare.
In the far reaches of the cosmos laid a world with a people
Okay.
like no other, born and raised to do just one thing: fight.
The Saiyans, a proud warrior people from the planet Vegeta, ruled by, King Vegeta.
That has a
Now,
prince,
narcissist
Vegeta.
Exactly. Their pride blinded them to the truth of their impending doom. But perhaps one Saiyan represented the best of them, even during their waning glory days.
Bardock! He's cool, he's crude, he's got a bad
I like
attitude,
Bardock.
and if he goes apeshit, you're totally screwed. And guess what?
I do remember seeing like this one special
never would've
back then,
guessed.
but
Right? What a curveball.
So what does that make Turles?
Who?
who?
Ahem. Bardock was a cold-blooded killer, ruthlessly conquering planets in
Okay.
service to the Saiyans' true overseer, Lord Frieza.
They didn't just conquer planets.
Okay,
they
so
wiped
see,
out every
30
living
years.
thing, leaving Frieza uninhabited rocks to sell away.
But there have been people
Was
who've
an
lived
asshole.
less
Well,
less
it
as long
really
as their
wasn't.
opponents and
Bardock's story
still
has
beat them.
evolved over
So
the years.
Hold up. Okay, I don't know where my mind went, but I thought it says Rock's a sick banana.
okay,
Move on.
not
Draw from.
judging,
Where
not
is
judging.
a brilliant scientist?
You're not gonna explain.
No.
We already
Is
know. We
considered
already know what you
officially
mean.
canon.
No.
Bardock's
No, I
demeanor
just read it
began to
wrong.
shift when he met and eventually married fellow warrior Guinea.
Yeah.
And had two sons, Raditz and Kakarot.
No, Bardock didn't go totally soft. He was still a ruthless warrior. You know that iconic red headband of his?
Yeah.
It's stained with the blood of his fallen friends.
Ew.
Hardcore.
Bardock could fly, move faster than light, and was naturally adept in using his ki as an explosive weapon.
AKA shooting lasers from his hands. True to his brutal screw you nature, Bardock's moves are all about overwhelming power. His final spirit cannon is like a ki-powered bazooka. His rebellion hammer punch ignites enemies on contact, and his rebellion spear basically turns him into a supercharged battering ram. The guy has no chill. He will run you
Oh.
over, break your spine,
Oh.
light you on fire, and then move on to the next guy. All in a day's work for a Saiyan.
Marriage didn't change that. While Bardock cared for Guinea, in fact being one of few Saiyans of his time to actually have a romantic partner,
Aw.
he was still no family man. Like most Saiyans, he saw his sons as nothing more than future soldiers.
Bardock
I
was a
guess.
low-class warrior, so it was unlikely his kids would grow up to be anything more than battlefield fodder.
But they would still possess the Saiyans' power.
Yeah.
A transformation that was the key to their planetary devastation.
Big monkey!
You know, as a kid, whenever I see in Dragon Ball Z, they have a tail. I was like, oh, you know what? That is so cool. I wish I had a tail, but not like, you know, have Saiyan properties.
No,
with
you
it.
want Jane Doe's tail.
Someone call ya
While some Saiyans can maintain control over this berserker form, low-class warriors like Bardock don't receive the same level of training as those of higher birth. Prince Vegeta's control is so precise he can speak while changed, but Bardock cannot.
Hell, it's questionable if he even remembers everything that happens when he goes full tilt gorilla. The Saiyan strategy is pretty much just monkey see, monkey smash.
Monkey see,
Despite
monkey
being
smash.
low class, Bardock's power level nearly matched that of King Vegeta, who could destroy multiple planets at once. At about this time, King Vegeta's power level was around 10,000.
Yeah, we know power levels are kinda janky. Nobody can agree on what the number really means.
Outside of the spike of
okay.
gas,
It's
Bardock
over
doesn't really show
9,000!
any high-end feats in canon, but we can use power
What,
levels to
9,000?
compare him to
There's no
other
way that could be
characters with
right.
similar levels to better understand his potential.
Like when his son fought Prince Vegeta. What's the scouter say about his power level? It's over 8,000. Yeah, the dub changed it to fit Vegeta's lip flaps, but we only cover the cold hard truth, damn it.
According to this movie pamphlet, Goku's power level between
The
his
dub
fight with
changed.
Vegeta and his trip to Namek
Bruh.
was 10,000.
Oh,
This
okay.
lines up with that previous reading and puts him on par with Bardock. Goku's training during the trip eventually raised him to 90,000 upon arrival,
Ugh.
but this gives us a clear window.
Yeah, early in the trip, he had to dodge a bunch of incoming asteroids and blast his ship away from a star, which is impressive considering the speed involved.
The planet
Oh,
Namek
hold
is
on, hold
outside
on.
Earth's quadrant.
Sorry. Bad timing. Mom called. Hold on. Sorry. Okay, we're back. Let me go back real quick.
Star, which is impressive considering the speed involved.
The planet Namek is outside Earth's quadrant of the universe, and it took his ship 6 days to make the journey. Traveling a quarter of the universe's diameter would put the ship over 9.5 trillion times
Woo!
light.
And Goku would have had to keep up with that kind of speed to do all that other stuff.
Makes sense given far weaker characters could reach the moon in a fraction of a second. should be trivial enough for Bardock.
All this speed and power meant when Bardock and his team assaulted the planet Cereal,
Scenes of his
they
time,
went,
save Goku from Frieza
"Cheerio!"
extermination.
Bardock ravaged the planet, annihilating its people, until he found 2 survivors.
Oh?
A mother and her child. Some may call it weakness, others a moment of clarity. But Bardock was suddenly reminded of his wife and recently born son. He chose to spare the 2, and even pushed himself far past his limits to protect them from his own Frieza Force allies. He
Ugh.
taunted that Frieza had dire plans for the Saiyans' future.
This moment changed Bardock, making him more appreciative of his family and cautious of Frieza. When all the Saiyans were called back to planet Vegeta for mysterious reasons, he had a hunch something was up.
Yeah, I know
So
what it is.
Before his final stand, smashing through hundreds of soldiers before coming face to face with the tyrant, he sent his youngest kid away for protection. A choice that allowed his son to thrive. And hey, that's what good parents do.
A choice
Yeah.
that would have a greater significance than Bardock could ever imagine.
And
Hell
then
yeah.
Dildo Dickhead blew them all up and he died.
Yep.
Or did he?
Oh, come on!
Bardock got killed so freaking hard he got blasted back in time.
Wait, huh?
Actually, he was pulled away by these 2 who miscalculated and misplaced him incorrectly in the time stream.
Wait.
Blah, 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 non-canon, whatever. He survived. And when he realized what happened, he got so unbelievably pissed off, he went Super Saiyan. What?
All right, this is very much an alternate universe what-if scenario.
Okay,
and it is
you're
jarring,
like
but think
continuity
about it.
and all that.
The Super Saiyan form is not achieved through training alone. It requires dedication, introspection,
I told you so.
failure, love, and loss. Frieza destroyed the Saiyans because he feared the possibility of the Super Saiyan, a Saiyan with power that
Well,
could
joke's on
rival
you,
his
Frieza!
own. But perhaps Bardock's transformation was more than simply a what-if. He had begun to take the very steps his son later would to achieve the form. Perhaps if Frieza had hesitated, even for a moment, his fear would have manifested before him right then and there.
Damn, pour one out for Bardock, who figured out how to be the truest Saiyan right at the end of it all. I know Kakarot would be proud.
Hell yeah. Okay. Anyway, as for who I think is gonna take this first win of independent death battle, I'm still gonna say it's Omni-Man. I'm still gonna say it's Omni-Man.
I'm just because of who I'm liking more. I'm just gonna say Bardock. I wanna say Bardock, and we are not doing any win-loss things, punishments or victory things.
No.
Not since you bailed out of your last one.
Yeah. Okay. Fine. I'll give you that. But okay, just making sure it didn't push anything. Okay. But we'll see what happens in the future. We'll cross that bridge when we get there. But anyway, I'm going Omni-Man. He's going Bardock. In 3, 2, 1, go.
All right, the combatants are set, and we've run the data through all possibilities.
It's time for a death battle! Omni-Man doing the Fortnite dancing. And I just realized, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think this is animated by Devil Artemis. I think that's the name. Correct me if I'm wrong,
You're
chat
gonna have to
people.
look it up in the credits or something like that.
Probably, but the credits go way too damn fast. I think that's Devil
Great.
Artemis.
Another gross bug planet.
Gross bug planet. Whoa!
This planet isn't anyone's to conquer.
Oh, you're not gonna say fight?
Don't underestimate me.
Oh, you're not gonna say vibe? Ah, rip. Music's bopping right now.
Just like my son, sticking his nose in places he's not ready for.
My sons would kick his ass.
Oh, damn. This is top-notch animation there. Surprise!
Surprise, mother!
Ooh,
Whatever you are, you're an embarrassment.
oh, here we go. Here we go. Monkey Man power.
Saiyan.
Giant monkey man, let's go!
Am I supposed to be impressed?
Ba-choom, ba-choom. Woo-hoo! Oh, damn! Woo! Oh!
Shit.
Let's talk about getting tail slapped.
Oh my god.
No. My sons. Leave me.
Okay,
I won't let you take me from my wife.
take you from your what? Your wife? Your life?
I think he said wife.
Okay. Woo! Okay, let's see. Let's see.
Your time is up! Saiyan!
You said Saiyan. Remember it.
Did I do it? Did we do it? Did I do it?
I think you won.
Hang on. Hold on. Wait, wait.
Fuck.
Ha! Okay! KO! Let's go!
These Gokus have got to stop picking fights with
I
guys in
voted for
capes.
favorites and
Saiyan
I
against
lost.
Viltrumite is
Oh well.
fascinating. Among the many similarities, 5 specific categories stand out.
Starting with speed. Bardock is much faster, given his power level matched Goku dodging asteroids at 9.5 trillion times light speed, much higher than the Viltrumite's fastest
There,
speed.
see?
Add on the 50 times multiplier from Super Saiyan, and it's a huge difference.
Right, Bardock clearly has the speed advantage, but strength and durability are another story.
Let's
Though it doesn't
go!
seem like
First
it
win
at
of the
first,
Independence
Bardock kills the
season!
King Veggie, who wrecked 3 planets at once, and Omni-Man only smashed 1. But given how big that one planet was, the numbers are actually pretty similar, until we factor in the Super Saiyan boost, right?
Well, there's a catch. A major plot
That's the
point in
thing, Mark.
Invincible
You
involves
can't.
The coalition of planets
doesn't.
admitting that their weapons cannot hurt Viltrumites.
So, when their ship's cannon obliterated this gigantic solar disk, it
Solar
highlighted
disk.
just how tough the Viltrumites really are.
This disk completely blocked the sunlight and heat between a planet and its star. And this is no ordinary planet. Its size and density are so high that its inhabitants are as strong as Viltrumites just due to living in its natural gravity. To fully block the light to such a planet and remain in consistent orbit, the disk would need to be positioned at its L1 point, the
Huh.
spot that creates an uninterrupted view between sun and satellite. And the disk itself must be about half the diameter of the star in question. This means the scaling of the disk puts it at 3 septillion tons.
Woo!
That's 24 zeros.
Which makes Omni-Man
24
over
zeros.
11,000 times stronger than base Bardock.
Not even the Great Ape or Super Saiyan forms could make up that difference. So strength goes to Nolan.
Still, numbers aren't everything. As far
Right.
as versatility and combat goes, neither had one distinct advantage that could win outright.
Yeah, they're just
Omni-Man
punching each
survives
other.
in space for much longer, but Bardock barely squeaks out the edge here thanks to his ranged versatility with key attacks and,
Okay, never
of
mind.
course, Super Saiyan.
Okay, let's address the Super Saiyan Bardock thing.
Yeah.
It's perfectly fair to question whether or not the form should be in this comparison at all. However, even with the form included, Nolan still takes this.
Yeah.
Especially when it comes to our last 2 categories, experience and stamina.
See?
Yep, Omni-Man's been around a lot longer than Bardock, over 2,000 years, and even with Super Saiyan, Bardock's no master of the form.
And without that mastery, the form drains the user's energies at an increased rate. Which brings us to what may be Omni-Man's most surprising advantage.
Those weird smart atoms.
Saiyans like
smart
Bardock can
atoms.
fight for days on end, but only for so long. Bardock possesses a limited pool of ki, which only depletes faster when using super forms like the Great Ape.
Right.
In contrast, Omni-Man's biology prevents him from tiring in most cases, letting him
Yeah.
travel across whole galaxies for weeks non-stop. And his smart atoms adjust to counter whatever physical strain he's subjected to.
Right.
Bardock's crazy speed
I
and
mean,
power
see?
made him a real challenge.
But Nolan's strength, experience, and sheer endurance presented an
Hold
unstoppable
on. Hold on. I don't know if that's okay. Kickstarter.
and unshakable force that would inevitably land
Wait. I just want to see the Kickstarter names. Does it matter?
the
Like,
killing blow.
When push came
Ah,
to
I-
shove, Omni-Man raised the Bardock.
where's the Bard?
winner
Oh my
is
god.
Omni-Man.
Actually,
Next time on
okay. Who's
Death
next?
Battle.
Oh, let's go!
Joker? Ooh! I know who I'm voting for.
Joker.
Subscribe
Oh.
and join as a member to see more Death
I am
Battle.
voting
Thanks
for
watching.
Joker.
Joker
no
versus
doubt.
G or no? Okay.
It's showtime.
Awesome. Okay. So there's our next pairing. Next battle. Whichever. So but anyway, yeah! Yeah!
You won, I lost. Jeez.
Yeah,
Well,
first win of the new season. First win of the independent season. Let's go!
it's too early, so let's just see where we go from there. And will Wiz and Boomstick actually make a physical appearance? Because they didn't appear now.
yeah,
and then.
Oh yeah, that's true. That's true. I did notice that. They did not like show up in here for like doing that.
They're probably still working on the budget.
Probably. I don't know. But anyway, this was a good death battle. I still need to look up who did the animation, but I still think it's Devil Artemis. I think because I've seen some of his animations on Twitter and it looks very similar. But again, I'll have to look it up. But anyway, here we go. So yeah, first win. I don't know what else to say. So be prepared for the next death battle. So until the next time, thank you guys so much for watching. Let me know your thoughts of this death battle in the comment section down below. If you liked the video, you enjoyed it, go ahead and click the subscribe button. Also, to hit the bell button to be notified of my latest reactions. And follow me on Twitter at FreelancerAmber for pretty much the same thing or disventure in general. And also, I've been doing some consistent streaming recently. So also follow me on Twitch. Also at FreelancerAmber. I'll leave a link in the description below. So remember to stay awesome, be nice to animals, don't be dicks, keep moving forward, and I'll see you all. We will see you all
In the next video.
in the next video. We timed that off. Bye.